Today's Thursday. We are on day 3 of Unit 2 for Marvelous Me. Are you ready to see what Curiosity has for us today? Okay, let's see if we can get her out of her box. Cat in a box, sit so still. Will you come out? Yes, I will. Well, hello, Curiosity. How are you today? I'm doing great, thank you. So yesterday, you guys talked about some of the parts of your bodies. I will give you a clue about what we will be learning today. We will talk about some of the parts of your body that have very special jobs. They help us to know what is going on around us. And I brought a book so we can learn about them. So this is the book that Curiosity has brought, and she gave us a clue. She told us that the book is about body parts that tell us what is going on around us. What do you think we will learn about today? Yep, we're going to be learning about the 5 senses. So, the book that Curiosity brought was written by Aliki, the same person who wrote All by Myself. The title of the book is My 5 Senses. The way we know what is going on around us is by using our senses. So we will read this book to find out what our senses are and what body part we use for each sense. I'm going to move a little closer to you so you can see the book better. Okay, my 5 senses. I can see. I see with my eyes. I can smell. I smell with my nose. I can taste. I taste with my tongue. I can touch. I touch with my fingers. I do all of this with my senses. I have 5 senses. When I see the sun or a frog or my baby sister, I use my sense of sight. I am seeing. When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. I am hearing. When I smell soap or pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, that's when they're the best, I use my sense of smell. I am smelling. Make sure you let the cookies cool off though first, a little bit. When I drink my milk and eat my food, I use my sense of taste. I am tasting. When I touch a kitten or a ball or water, I use my sense of touch. I am touching. Sometimes I use all of my senses at once. Sometimes I use only one. I often play a game with myself. I guess how many senses I am using at that time. When I look at the moon and the stars, I use one sense. I am seeing. When I laugh and play with my puppy, I use 4 senses. I see, hear, smell, and touch. When I bounce a ball, I use 3 senses. I see, hear, touch. Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another. But each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all there is to see. Hear, all there is to hear. Smell, all there is to smell. Taste, all there is to taste. Touch, all there is to touch. Wherever I go, whatever I do, every minute of the day, my senses are working. They make me aware. So, the book that so, can you remember each of the 5 senses from the book? I want you to think about that in your mind. Okay? Now, talk to somebody that's by you and see if you can think of all 5 senses together. Were you able to name them all? Sight, hearing, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Your 5 senses. So I have a video for you to watch called Word on the Street, Senses.
Hi, I'm Murray from Sesame Street, and I'm looking for the word on the street. What's the word on the street?
Senses.
What are senses?
The senses are the parts of the body we use to experience everything around us. There are 5 senses.
5 of them?
Your eyes are to see, your mouth is to taste, your nose is to smell, your fingers are to touch, your ears to hear.
Keep listening to the word senses today on Sesame Street.
Senses.
That's the word on the street.
All right, guys, so that brings us to our wonderful word for today, senses. Our senses help us know what's going on around us. Let's listen to the dictionary's definition for senses.
Senses. Our senses are the 5 ways we can tell what's going on around us. Our senses are sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste.
And that brings us to our daily message, which means I'm going to move you closer again. I wouldn't want you to miss anything. All right, guys, so our daily message for today. My senses help me learn about things in my world. So, my senses help me learn about things in my world. Did you guys ever notice this special little dot that I put at the end of our daily message? Do you guys know what that is? It's a period. It means that the sentence has ended. So, just like we've been doing, I want you guys to get your letter goggles out. And we're going to see if we can find the letter of the week in our daily message. Do you remember what our letter is for this week? Well, let me see if I can get Curiosity to help me out with that. Our letter for the week is M. Thank you, Curiosity. All right, so remember that letter M. Okay, so I'm going to move my arrow across my message. And if you see the letter M, raise your hand way up high. Okay? Are you ready? All right, let's go. Did you find some M's? Did you have your letter goggles on? All right, well, I didn't even have to move at all. And look, an M, capital letter M to start our sentence. And then we had another M right here, and yet another M right there. That's 3 whole M's. That's a lot. All right, guys. I have another video to show you about that letter M, and it's called M Art Supplies. Sorry about my hand. Okay, guys, it's time for getting along together, and it's time to do me. So stand up wherever you are and get ready.
I can always stand up tall. I can make myself so small. I can be quiet as quiet can be. But here I am just being me.
All right, so today we're going to learn about some feelings that we have. There are many feelings that we can feel at different times. Let's watch a video about feelings.
Think of all the emotions you feel every day. Can you remember any? Like imagine someone hands you a delicious ice cream cone, but it falls on the ground. How does that make you feel? Or imagine you come home to a room full of balloons and it's a huge party just for you. Or how about this? You keep trying to tie your own shoes, but you just can't do it by yourself. How about when your sister has colored on every single page of your favorite book? Or how about this? The roller coaster that your friend wants you to ride is the biggest, fastest, and loudest ride you've ever been on. Hey, remember that ice cream cone that fell on the ground? Well, here's a new one, and it's 2 scoops. Sad, surprised, frustrated, angry, scared.
Okay, guys. So, everyone has feelings. And people have different feelings all in one day. Happy, sad, angry, and even scared. I may be happy 1 minute, and then something happens to make me feel sad. All of these feelings are okay. And one of the ways that we can make our classroom a safe place is by telling other people how we feel. Hi, Curiosity. We're talking about feelings. Do you ever feel happy, sad, mad, or scared? Oh, yes. I have all those feelings. Yesterday, I was getting ready to enjoy a bowl full of milk. Just as I was going to drink some, Squeaky ran by and knocked over my bowl. All the milk spilled on the floor. That made me really mad. Well, that would make me really mad too. What did you do when Squeaky knocked over your milk? I told Squeaky, I feel mad because you knocked over my bowl of milk. Oh, so Curiosity gave an I message. An I message is a way to tell how we feel and why. There are two parts of an I message. The first part is to say how we feel. So let's practice with Curiosity. I feel mad. All right, did you say that with her? Let's try it together with Curiosity. All right, ready? I feel mad. Good job. All right, so the second part is to say why we feel the way that we feel. So, Curiosity is going to say it, and then you're going to say it with her for practice. The second part of your I message. Ready? Because you knocked over my bowl of milk. Can you guys say that with her? Because you knocked over my bowl of milk. I messages are important because they let other people know how we feel and why. When other people give us an I message, it helps us understand exactly how they feel. Would anyone? I'm sorry. So let's try practicing an I message right now, okay? I want you to tell somebody at home the way the way you're feeling and why. So try to do that. All right, were you able to do it? Did you do both parts? Remember, first you have to say what you're feeling, and then the second part is why you're feeling that way. So, when you get back to school next week on Monday, we're going to be practicing our I messages, and I will give you some help to remind you to use them when you need to. Well, thank you for your help, Curiosity. All right, and don't forget to watch your second video for STAR, storytelling and retelling. All right, guys, see you in the next video.